welcome back to Demon Bluff. That I'm probably going to spell Damond because of Mega 10. 5. But yeah, welcome back. Ascension 2. The premise of this game is it's a single player social deduction game, or as I'm going to call it, Liar's Chest, or whatever it's called. The Professor Layton puzzle, where you're trying to weed out, okay, who's good, who's not. Okay, you are immediately wrong. So, I'll try to explain my reasoning as I go. So, the wretch is always registered as evil. This is just their innate ability. They're always registered as an evil, as a random evil minion. It doesn't really matter. So if you're evil, if you're right, which you're not, you can't be right because you're always registered as evil. And that is true because you're both one card away, and that is one card away. And we don't know what you are. The judge. The witch's ability is you cannot reveal the last card. This is why we couldn't reveal the judge. You don't have anything and you weren't there. One of adjacent villager is corrupted. Corrupted, they will lie, but their alignment stays the same. So that could become a problem. I don't know how far I am from the close. So this is the counter to the corruption. Alright. You would have to be correct because that is literally correct unless you are also evil, which you're probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're corrupted. We'll do orange for corrupted. It's saying specifically evil, not corrupted. You're not lying. So... if you're corrupted, then you would also be corrupted. You would tell the lie. So, yes, it's pointing towards a evil, quote-unquote, character, but you could be lying saying that is the closest evil. And you're telling the truth, so you would have to be evil. Oh, here's the problem. One adjacent. One adjacent. You still can't be lying. If both of you are lying... You can't be lying unless you're also the evil. Take my watch off. There goes my microphone. I'm just gonna turn on my sprites, turn off my sprites for now. Alright. So we know you can't be lying. Unless you are also the liar. Which we have no way of knowing. So you can't be it. Because that is true. If you're telling the truth, you're correct. Unless you're corrupted or you're corrupted. Or lying. Neither of you two can be the liar. So you have to be the corrupted. But you're also corrupted. So, potentially corrupted. If you're correct, then you would have to be evil. Or you would have to be evil. You have corroborating evidence that you are not evil, so you could be evil. So you probably aren't evil, so that would be correct. Unless you're lying because corrupted. But if you can't do it because you're, you know, corrupt, then you would have to be it. Because that is still true. And that is wrong. Since you couldn't kill that, you can't be evil, since you aren't evil, because you are pointed correctly. So it has to be you. Nice. Pick 2 kids, learn if any of them is evil, so... Stronger jester, in a way. Learn that 1 out of 2... Learns that 1 out of 2 characters is a specific minion role. We have a demon. Okay, this is... The minion is 2 away from a specific evil. So you're not lying. It's 1 of the 2 knights. You can't be... So, we'll put a 1 there. We'll put a 2 there. For now. I'm gonna use yellow marks as unknowns. So we know it's 1 of you 2. If you're evil, then you would have to be evil. It's being covered by no one. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. So if you're evil, 1, 2, 1, 2. You would have to be evil which would... Okay. So if you're evil... 1, 2. 1, 2. You can't be the evil. Then you are too... spaces away from enlightenment and you. Let you have you know. Here's the fun part. Deductions. Trying to deduce. So, okay. I mean, it isn't the genre title. So if you're telling the truth, you could be wrong. If you're lying, you would be evil. And you would be telling the truth. So either way, you two cannot be lying. I don't believe. See, if that's true, you and you. Be you two. Because it can't be you if you're correct. And if you're evil, and you're evil, you'd be correct. But it would... Okay. We know one of the knights are evil, probably. Because we don't have duplicates, I don't believe. If you're evil, you can't be evil. You can't. Then... these two are covering for each other, pretty much. I thought so we also just have two knights. And I'm just being an idiot. So we know you and you would have to be the clockwise. if you're telling the truth. We don't know if it's you or you are lying, but assuming you are lying, then assuming you're lying. Or the evil. Then you are you. Then you could be lying. And none of these are evil. Which would cover you too. If you're evil, you are covered by... You're covering him, who is covering you by extension if you're evil. Nice. Since you are covering you, are being covered by you, so you would have to be the second evil. Nice. Against our one good villager is corrupted. Pick one character. If it's corrupted, learn an evil character. Interesting. Villager to the left and right of me in a 2 range are cured from corruption. Learned how many I cured. Interesting. So we know you're not. There's no evil adjacent to each other. We know one of you two are. And you're being covered by that, so you're most likely. If you're good, you're good. There's no evil adjacent to each other. Then neither are false. You are not corrupted. Doesn't mean you're not evil, but you're not corrupted. We have witch. So we know you're not evil, but you're not... We know you're not corrupted. So... If you're good, you're good. So you're probably the evil one. Or not. Unless you're corrupted. You have to be good. You could be corrupted. There's no evil adjacent to each other. If you're good, you have to be... If you're good, you have to be good. And vice versa. If you're good, you have to be good, and if you're good, you have to be good. You are not corrupted, so you could be the liar. You two wouldn't be adjacent to each other. I'm gonna take a chance to say you are... Nope. Then you two have to be. Because you're lying. Unless you're corrupted. Either way, we can take you out. If you remain true... Since 6 is not corrupted, and you are not the evil, so you can't be the evil, so you have to be the evil. Nice. One villager becomes an outcast role. I sit next to an outcast. Light disguise. I disguise as a good villager currently in play. This might be troublesome. Why are you a minion? One or 7 is counselor. One villager becomes an outcast role. I sit next to an outcast. So no evil adjacent to me, so... You could be corrupted, or you could be corrupted. You would need to be safe. So we have no doppelganger. Neither of you could be corrupted. There's only one pair of evil. So you or you could be corrupted. Means you could be evil. Or you could be evil. Well, with the power of known constant, you are... you are corrupted, or you're the evil. Because we have the power of known constant. If you're not lying, because if you're lying, you would have to be lying. And we have two things, and we don't have two knights. So you're probably the evil. Are you the corrupted? You are not corrupted. So we know. So you could be corrupted. Okay, let's start with... Yeah. Start with the obvious. This is why we do the known constant. With the jester. So if you're not corrupted, you're... Okay. If you're not corrupted, you could be corrupted, so... We have a 50-50 chance. Really. If you're corrupted... Okay, so, okay. Real words... You or you are not corrupted. So if you're not corrupted, you have to be... If you are... Then... If you aren't lying, then these two are. And that would make sense with you. You could be the corrupted one. But then you would be wrong. Well, let's think about it. We know it's you or you. And we know that the counselor is guaranteed to sit next to an outcast. So it's you or you. Sorry, you or you two. only... There's one pair of evil. You could... Alright. So one is corrupted. So let's clear out the ones we do now. You're probably right, you're probably right. If you're evil, you'd be wrong, so you have to be right, so you have to be right. But you could be corrupt. It's a 50-50 chance with a high likelihood of you. So we know you're not corrupt. So you could be corrupt. So that would be correct. I don't know what specifically one pair of evil. One part of evil. It could just be one apart. Nice. The drunk. This guy's a random villager not in play. I am corrupted and lie. Cannot be cured. I learned one among them. So the counter to drunk. Right. They're not adjacent to each other. One could still be corrupted. So you could be evil, or you... This might be easy. Keyword might. So you or you could be. Either way, you would get cured, so you were 100% not corrupted. And you could be. If you are true. Could be that you are actually evil. Because we do have a counselor. Who is always by the outcast. And if you're real, you have to be real. Or else we would have no outcast unless we have a... Because we don't have a drunkard. Okay, we do have a drunk. Potentially. So you could be the drunk. But yeah, as far as where you two are safe. You cannot cure the drunk. So you two could be... were corrupted. But we only have one thing that induces corruption. Being you. And you. So it's likely you're wrong. Which means you could be the drunk. And you could be the drunk. And you could be the drunk. You two are being covered. And if you're the drunk, you would be lying. So you would have to be correct. Okay. So we know you're true. So that puts you into question. You would probably have to be... Yep. So... that would have to confirm you're true. Unless you're true and you're true. So you cured you. So you're telling the truth, you're telling the truth, you're telling the truth. So we have you two are confirmed. Not your fault, because you're true, and if you were corrupted, you would not be the drunkard. And you corroborated that. If you're evil, you would also be evil, and we can't have both of you be evil. If you're true, you cannot be there. So you could either be the drunkard or the last demon. Or minion. No, you would be the demon. Nice. Buka. Villagers adjacent to me are corrupted if possible. So, stronger poisoner. Is 2 cards away from the closest evil. You're lying. There's only 1 pair of evil, which we know is... Are you or you? So, either of you two could be evil. So you're not corrupted. Unless you... We do not have a drunk. I cured 1 corrupted. So we have no corrupted. Because we have... Unless... No, you would be... If you're... Puka. So you can't be lying, since you, if you were the corrupted, because you would have cured it. So you would have to be lying. And you're evil, so that clears you and you. And yeah, boom, easy. Well, 1 random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. Learn which villager it was. Learn which side of the circle is more evil. Equal. Learn equal if both sides are equally evil. Cool. Time for round 3, I guess.